So, good morning. Welcome to the session number 3 of our Managing Data Science and Security course. So, as we have seen in the last session about the influence of data science as a disturbing example. So, I explained you about the Telangana issue problem, free bus, free travel problem, which is a misuse of the not technology but misuse of a crowd for a political gain, and it is going to create a lot of problem for not only the state but for the people who are traveling and the government which is doing the governance and things like that. So, we do have a lot of problems on the data science also. So, they are called disturbing examples. So, this example I completed last time. Now, let me start today. On the other side, the technology can be used for the people. So, data science should be used for a good cause. That is the basic idea of our data science. So, for example, it can be used to track criminals in large crowd. So, I have a large number of crowd, and will I be able to trace out a particular person who has a criminal background? Answer is yes. Okay. The way you can apply this new technology can bring us the world closer to the novel of 1984, and which makes the a safer place too. So, no doubt the data science can be used either way. If it is used for a good cause, then it will solve many of the human problem. So, it is safer place. General public must be aware and conscious about these choices as to make the lasting effect. So, we should know for what purpose and for what way we are using the data science. So, this is a basic underlying principle of my talk. Okay. So, another example of disturbing is a machine learning is a business that hiring algorithm based upon the machine learning. Let me tell you a beautiful example of our Hyderabad. In the high-tech area around 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the evening, when people are leaving the office, the algorithm will find that no Ola cab or no other cab is available. The reason is a reason for a algorithm to say no cab will come to your person, or cab will come to pick you up, or no cab is available. The answer is the algorithm checks out that between these two time slots, minimum number of cabs should be available from Ola or any other cab service provider. The reason is making money. So, that is called as a misuse of the technology. So, months later they can discover that the algorithm introduced bias against the woman. So, again another problem, as I said, in the Telangana government, bias against the male member. So, a more favor to the female member. So, sometimes the algorithm can provide a wrong answer also. So, in case of a Hyderabad high-tech area, when the cab is not available, the private operator, taxi operator is going to charge you enormous amount of money. So, that is a misuse of the algorithm, misuse of the data science technique. It is becoming clear that we do not give a right amount of attention to the ethics of our data science. So, that is the biggest problem, ethical. So, I should follow some ethics principle on my data science too. Okay. While companies such as Google create internal ethic board, there is no still government control over the entire issue. So, even government cannot do anything in the Hyderabad. It is all cab provider and is a technology. In some of the states I have seen that on a particular route only particular number of buses or particular service provider will operate the buses. The reason is money making. So, there is a misuse of the technology. So, before such programs arrive, it is strongly encouraged to consider the ethical implications of using the data science. Am I doing ethical job, or I am practicing a more of a non-ethical one? So, naturally people who want to make money, they will go for a non-ethical more rather than being ethical. So, what we want is a better world to live in, and our future, that is not only my future, our children's future depends upon a small decision we make in data science today. So, it will affect the everyday life tomorrow. So, this is the implications of our data science, and limitations like any other set of tool, data science also have limitations, and before diving into a project with an ambitious idea, it is important to consider the limit of my possibilities. So, I started with a big ambition, a data science project. However, I found out okay, it is not possible. A task that seems to be very easily solvable may be unsolvable in practice. That is the underlying principle. So, it appears to be very good in theory, however, it is very difficult in the practice. Next point is insufficient understanding of the technical side of the data science will lead to a seriousness of the problem, because I do not have a good domain knowledge. I am giving a wrong medication to a to a patient like a chemotherapy, and it will create a lot of problem in my projects too. So that is a limitations of my data science, that I should know the domain 2. So you can start a project only by discovering that you cannot solve the task at all. So even worse, you can find out that nothing works as intended after the deployment. So even I have deployed a project of my data science on the internet or on a web, I find that nothing is working. And when nothing is working, what I have to worry about the things after my deployment, and I'll lose the business. So depending upon use case, it can affect the real people. People will commit something, I should not use the word, but they end their life also sometime in the data science project, because the project got failure, millions of dollars were lost, and the person has no way but to commit the either commit a crime or something other than this. So understanding the main principle behind the data science will get of many technical risk that predetermine a project failed before it is started. So that is a limitation of my data science we should keep in mind. Okay. Now the next topic, very simple, which is also a precursor to my data science, is called introduction to machine learning. So machine learning is therefore important for the data scientist. So whenever I am trying to learn data science as a course, machine learning is the core heart of the data science to machine learning and deep learning. So what is machine learning? Machine learning algorithm that discovers the pattern in the data in 1,000 number of variables. So I have many number of variables, and I have to detect the pattern among the data set. So discovery of a pattern. Different types of capabilities of machine learning algorithms is a scientific study algorithm that can lead to performance tasks, okay, without a specific instruction. So I am more interested in solving a particular pattern of a problem. So for example, I am going to write a software for a face detection algorithm. So I can use the software for a bank, I can use the same software for a employee attendance register, I can use the same software for a student attendance register, or I can use that for any other one. So I have a specific pattern, and if I follow a specific pattern, I can use a machine learning algorithm. So we can use algorithm to predict the likelihood of a disease or assess the risk of a failure in a complex manufacturing environment. So I want to find out what is the risk of a medicine to be given to a person, or what is the risk failure, and if it fails, then what are the associated risk associated with the manufacturing plant, because manufacturing plant require a lot of machine learning algorithms too. If a wrong part is being manufactured, or a wrong part is being fitted at some other place, it will give you a lot of problems too. So this is another problem. So every machine learning algorithm follow a simple formula. I am showing you in figure number 1.3. You can see a high level decision process that is based upon the machine learning algorithm. So on the left hand side of the figure, I have a data. The data get into a algorithmic form, because data has to be converted into a more meaningful form to be learned by the algorithm, and the algorithm will take a two-way out. One, a decision, and another is a insight. So decision has to be made to use the algorithm, and the insight will tell me how the algorithm is going to behave. So data science is more of a decision making process now, okay, using the machine learning algorithms. Okay. So decision insight provided by machine learning model. When solving a task using a machine learning, you generally want to automate a decision making process. So generally I want to automate a decision making process. For example, shall I get a loan from the bank or not? Shall I need to walk into the bank and try to find out will I be eligible in my getting a loan or not? Every decision is being taken automatically now by the support system, and decision support system or machine learning algorithm will find out your eligibility for a particular amount of loan or not. So that way it becomes very easy for a model to identify and make a decision. So for example, you may want an algorithm to output a list of possible diseases given a patient medical history and the current condition. Machine learning algorithms are heavily used in our medical science, and you can find out a particular disease and current conditions of a person and prescribe a medicine. If machine learning can solve task completely or end-to-end, this means that algorithm output can be make a final decision, okay, without further thinking. So I will make a good decision, I will have a good decisive power, and in our example determine the disease of a patient is suffering from a prescribed suitable medication automatically. So if a person is suffering from a severe diseases, can I have a automatic system where it will prescribe a particular set of medicines suiting to a particular individual, because all the medicines cannot be prescribed to everyone. So the execution of this decision can be manual or it can be automatic. Nowadays every decision are taken by system as a decision learning process and a DS. So it will be a automatic one. We say that machine learning applications like these are end to end. So I have a doctor, I have a patient, but I have a decision support system, I have using a data science. So it will solve my problem end to end between the patient and the system too. And you can see that I have a social media, and whenever I want to see a social media, how many people are looking at and click. So I want to find out the popularity of my video show, I want to find out the popularity of my show, I want to find out the product and things like that. So I can use a digital advertisement as an example. An algorithm can predict whether you are click on a particular ad or not. Okay. If our goal is to maximize the click, we can make a automated and personalized decision about which specific advertisement to show to each user. So suppose I am buying a shoe, so next time definitely when I am clicking on a particular pair of shoe, next time I should show the pair of a good socks or pair of a good chappal or things like that. So that means a similarity index will be found out by the system itself, and it will show you, okay, next time what is the likely. So if I am buying a fridge, definitely I will go for another kind of AC too. Okay. So this kind of decision can be made by the algorithm very simply. Okay. So this will be automated and personalized, and decision can be specific onto a particular advertisement to show the user, and solving the click through a maximum profit as a end to end system. So this is another advantage of my data science. Another option is created an algorithm that provide an insight. You can see a part of a decision making process. So somebody is there in the warehouse. So how do I know? I cannot do it, but automatic camera will be there, and it will find out if somebody or intrusion person has been there or not. So this way a surveillance system or a security system can be incorporated in the data science algorithm, and you can see a particular person is present or not. So this way a data science or machine learning algorithm can be used for, and we can use this for this thing. So I stop here, and next time I am going to talk more about the machine learning algorithm in detail. Thank you so much for attending.